Welcome to the Dice Rolleth, a Daggerheart actual play, though we do also dabble in other TTRPGs every once in a while. I'm your host and GM, Alan Mehanna, and before we meet our cast for this episode, I'd like to quickly fly through some acknowledgements. I want to thank Chepeku for their awesome backgrounds and scenes that we're using as our backdrops, Monument Studios and Fantasy Plus for their cinematic music and sound effects, and Matt from Heart of Daggers for our opening theme. A massive thank you to Red for our ultra fantastic graphics, and Monk for their iconic character artwork for A Dance of Veils and Vipers. I also want to thank our wonderful TDR community, who is growing day by day. They're full of creatives, players, and GMs. So I want to thank them for their continued support and collaboration. Finally, I'd like to give a massive shout out to Matt and Heart of Daggers, a fantastic Daggerheart-centric platform, great for players, GMs, creators, and artists. Now, what makes this platform even more special is their pride in showcasing human-made art and creations. Not only that, but the platform also offers great resources that players and GMs can use instead of using AI slop. To speak more about TTRPG resources, I'd like to actually pass the baton over to the person who spearheaded this entire thing, our very own Nico de Gallo, who can also introduce themselves, knocking two birds with one die. Nico?
Hi, now I'm so self-conscious about my hair and looking good as I give my intro. Okay, so, hi, I'm Nico de Gallo. I'm a actor and voice actor and burlesque performer and host, and I do something else. What else do? I make a bunch of TTRPG content. I'm forgetting every talent I have. Oh, and I'm a professional game master. There we go. So, yes, what Alan is talking about, and you can find all my content in my link tree, although my agent and manager made me remove my OnlyFans link from there, so I'm going to have to make a second link tree that has that content there too. But anyway, it's for charity. There's like a good cause for it and everything. We do TTRPG stuff there as well. So, my point is, Alan was referring to when a while back I was saying generative AI is bad and it's unethical and it's bad for the environment and stuff. And Alan was like, understood. I'd love to stop using AI. What do I do instead? And I was like, oh, there's tons of places like... And then it's like forgetting every song you've ever heard right when somebody asks you, what's your favorite song? So I spent 7 hours making a huge Google Doc with tons of AI alternative resources that are all human-made and stuff. And then Matt from Heart of Daggers was like, let's put it in a website and make it look real pretty. And then they did. And so if you go to ttrpgresources.com, it is a huge compendium of tons of different human-made, not AI art. And there's even icons for if you're designing a game or something. There's D100 tables for random books your players can find, or like graffiti that you'd see in a dungeon, or weird quirky traits you can give your villains. There's also a algorithmic dungeon generator if you need dungeon maps as well, and I'm still adding more. In fact, at the beginning of May, I'll be dropping a big update. I'll be setting some time aside so that I can add a bunch more places that you can go to, including artists who have given up their art to the public domain and Creative Commons, just so that people have even more quality art and don't have to rely on AI slop. That is, also the Artist Guild. I want to just mention that briefly too, is on ttrpgresources.com. There is a button for the Artist Guild where if you are an artist, you can submit your profile and then have people find you so that they can commission you to do art for their projects. And also, if you're not an artist, you can go to the Artist Guild and you can find an artist who would be right for your TTRPG project and commission them. There's, I think, 4 pages of artists now. It used to just be like a handful, and now it's like really blown up. So it's beautiful to see. Thank you, Matt, for helping me make my dream better than just a random Google Doc floating around the internet. And Alan, thank you for giving me the spotlight to talk about that.
All right, next up, whoever wants to take the baton now to continue introducing themselves, our cast of players.
I'll practice. We'll practice doing that. Let's get that started now. I pass my spotlight off to Red.
Oh, that would be me then. Hello, I am Red, part of the production team for the Dice Rolleth and graphic designer. I also write homebrew content for Daggerheart in my spare time, so you can check out Tidebound, an adventure on the seas from heartofdaggers.com. if you like pirate shit. Today I will be continuing this Arabian adventure as Rana, a goblin clank wizard school of knowledge. That's me. Over to Monk. I don't know where you are, Monk.
Monk is right below you, actually.
I am here relative to you. Hi, I'm Monk. Today I will be playing Qani, the Infernus Beastbound Ranger. As you heard, I did the art for the stream, and that's about the extent of it for now, but hopefully I will be expanding outward, getting into the Artists Guild soon, once I figure out all that, like, Ko-fi, PayPal shit, and et cetera, et cetera. And now, down to CXZman.
Hi, I'm CXZman. I'm game designer, illustrator, and forward GM. I'm known in the community for InDesign 4 domains that you can use for Daggerheart, and I will still be playing Wajid and Mura, a rogue Syndicate worldborn Simia, who is, I believe, in deep trouble.
Just a little bit.
We in hot water.
I'd like to remind everyone that we are officially on YouTube, TikTok, and Blue Sky at the Dice Rolleth. So please make sure you like, comment, spread the word, and subscribe. Every little act helps us expand our audience more and more. And now, without further ado, let's dive into episode 2 of a dance of Veils and Vipers, and let the dice rolleth.
Let the dice rolleth!
Previously on A Dance of Veils and Vipers. Our story is not about that blessed union, but rather about 4 hatchlings, new recruits to the 13 Vipers.
I know a lot of the people here, and what if they find out what we're doing?
If we don't even know what we're doing, how can they?
I will do spellcast roll to activate invisibility.
I kind of like look across the room and clock where my teammates are, and just like, all right, it's go time.
As you try to cast a spell on the Emir, you're going to see the circlet that he has around his head as a small little gem, which glows instantly as he turns, and it's almost like there's a slight pulse that goes from it across the room. Wajid, you are no longer invisible. When we last left off, Slick, you had just attempted to cast Enrapture on Emir Elnar when the azure gem in the middle of his circlet began to glow. A pulse spread throughout the ballroom, and as it did, Wajid, your invisibility spell dropped, exposing your position to the Emir. That is where we ended last session. So, for the guests who are not attuned to it, or to magic of any sorts, it is but a soft, cool breeze that passes through the ballroom. Nothing more. Emir Elnar stares directly at you, Wajid. Eyes open, wide. And then, slowly, his face begins to turn back to Slick and to Rana. His eyes red, confusion and anger slithering across his face as he stares at you both and says, "What is this? What are you doing? If you think that this is how your family is going to get back into court, you are highly, highly mistaken. Who is this?" And he points directly at Wajid.
I immediately, before he can interrogate us any further, turn and go, "Well, they're part of the act." And then I motion to the stage where Monk's character is performing, and I'd like to. I'm gonna try to persuade him that this was all part of the bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll me the first roll of this episode.
Please, Nico's
this
dice
will
be less fucked this time.
If anybody has
This'll
any hope
be-
and thinks that they can come up with a partially convincing way to help me, that would be so cool.
I mean,
Like,
could,
what if maybe I
could.
like motion to Wajid and I go, right?
I just appear like that, and I look at Qani and at Slick, and then do a backflip and try to land on doing the split.
Yeah, and so go if you
I would
want to
spend
roll
a
the
hope to
d6
give
while I
you
roll the
advantage.
d12s.
Yeah,
Okay,
to give
so
you advantage,
this-
I just want the
Crit.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
That's fortunate.
Let's go.
that's fortunate.
Let us go. I love this. Hell
like,
yeah.
oh,
I
we're
love
dead.
this. I absolutely love this. You went from
Slick.
rolling a failure with fear to rolling a crit. That's insane.
Okay, just so everyone knows, by the way, in Daggerheart, rolling a crit is rolling doubles of the same number, and I rolled 2 3s. So
Oh
Take
man. Oh man.
so I don't have
All
any stress
right.
to clear, but I do gain a hope, and take it away. What?
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Think. Okay. As this is crazy. Okay. As soon as that happens, Emir Elnar's eyes go from Slick to Rana to Wajid back to Qani, and then in front of Qani is actually Nur, who turns back and wonderful. This is great. Isn't it, love? Isn't it? And then it takes Emir Elnar a second, and he's like, yes. Carry on. And then he turns and walks out towards the balcony.
I will step away, trying to actually. Could it be, since Emir is stepping towards the balcony, am I in the way?
You are going to be.
Emir is stepping away from me now.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
walking towards the balcony, and you're basically here.
Okay, I will just do a couple of twirls. Just continue doing as if I was part of the. I'm not necessarily dressed like Qani, but I will do a few twirls. Just do a few twirls in front of the guards, just to reassure them I'm just saltimbanque. I'm just a circus act. And I will backflip again and go towards Qani and just look at Qani like, what do I do? I'm just committed now. What the fuck? This is not going to help.
I start clapping for you too. I'm just like, wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you, Slick.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
really what showmanship.
With that clapping, it's slow, like it's literally like a slow clap that starts spreading within the ballroom. As more and more people are like, oh well, I don't know what's happening, but let's just keep clapping. And then so it's just like spreading. Floor is yours.
I would, I think, look at Slick in this moment, and you would see like the smoke around my eyes just dissipating, and I just rub my sweaty palms. You know that at this point I was just about to cast something that may have got us in even more shit. In my panicked sort of moment, I'm just like, Slick, that was incredible. Great recovery. I think we're okay. Back on track. Right, let's regroup.
And I'm like, there's a reason they call me Slick.
You're not wrong. I never doubted you. This is why you're called Slick. Yes, we're doing it. I just
Have my little speaking stone, like, in the middle of the dance. I was like, all right, what the fuck do we do now? Just kind of.
I don't know.
When she's
I-
gotten into
okay.
like a routine.
We need the key, right?
Right now.
We need the key?
Get the key.
That's what we're
Yeah.
trying to... Okay, so what I'm going to
did
do
not get it.
is I say, Rana, would you... Well, I wouldn't know how to pronounce your name correctly. Rana, would you please accompany me outside? Maybe we can have some one-on-one time with the Emir and talk. I have an
Yes.
angle here. And then I say to the others, do I have my sending stone? Oh, we don't have sending stones. Do I have my little walkie-talkie deal?
We're all linked.
Yeah. You
Okay.
all have those little blue gems that essentially, you all can talk through. Yeah.
Okay, I think mine is like a little necklace situation, and so I grab mine and I go, all right, when you get the signal, you guys have to make a lot of noise, just like be obnoxious. Can you do that?
I know just a guy,
That makes
and I
sense.
look towards Hassan, who is just trembling with the
Still vibrating the tray.
Hassan is just looking at you like me, like, what's happening? Like, what? Like, no. No, I know how to exploit you. That's fine. your just dish of sweeteries, probably made of copper or some metal because it's luxurious. That's going to make a lot of noise, like a cymbal when it hits the floor. I know how to make that hit the floor. It's fine. And I just continue, just dancing. And,
Awesome. So Rana and Slick, you start
I just
making your
take their
way
hand.
to the balcony. You are the two guards that are at, standing at either side of the balcony are basically holding like spears, and they immediately move the spears so that way they X in front of the balcony. But Emir Elnar actually like catches them do this, and he waves a hand, and so they open the barrier, essentially like the threshold, and you guys, you two basically walk out and join him.
And so as we step out, I say, Amir Elnar, Your Highness, I would like to apologize, as it seems that our attempt at bolstering their performance seems to have caused a bit of a friction between us. However, your response and what you said about my partner here, it cut deeply. Now, I must praise you for your incredible eloquence. Incredible eloquence, because ineloquence is the complete opposite of what I'm trying to say. Your incredible eloquence. However, for smaller people like us, you have cut my friend very deeply. And I motioned to Rana, who, because they were like, oh, if this is your attempt to get back into court. And I'm like, hey, that was kind of mean. For translation for everyone at home. I must ask, could there be something else going on in your life, something deeper? Oftentimes when I'm the angriest and the things I say cut the deepest, it's because I myself have been cut.
Okay, I'm gonna make you roll me another presence roll.
What am I even doing? I'm just asking a question. They don't have to
well,
answer.
you're being present is what you're doing.
I mean, you are basically calling a local ruler, like, hey man, you were rude. They don't
So-
tend to
asking
like
for an
that.
apology from the Emir.
I'm not even asking. I'm just saying,
I
hey,
think-
that was
I
pretty
think this
intense. Is there something going on with you?
I think this is more of a charm presence roll. Like I want to see if they're actually
Yeah, no, you're right.
going to open up more to
Yeah.
you. So
Ooh,
so
yeah.
this will be a. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a.
Wait, really quick. Possibly.
Yeah.
Could this be our chance to try out a fate roll?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to use my hope die because I hope it works. 11 out of 12.
Woo.
Okay.
Let's go.
So Elnar kind of like narrows his eyes at you, shakes his head, and then says, It is not easy being an emir during these times. The sultanates are all suffering. And there is a menace that's spreading in Anathrad more and more. More like slithering across Anathrad and making things very difficult for us. Not to mention my union with Nur, as much as it is one of love. It is not without objection. So forgive me. You too, Rana. Forgive me. I meant no disrespect. I have been always known as an emir who loves his people. But in this day, as blessed as it is, it also carries a lot of weight.
Your Highness, you need not apologize. I understand that my sister had done wrong, although I have nothing to do with her anymore, and the shame she brought on our family certainly is no reflection of who we are, and your graciousness is greatly received. Thank you.
He bows, or not bows, but like nods his
Bow
head
to
in he bows his head in like acknowledgement, like he's acknowledging that.
I look over to the Emir, and are the other two, or at least Wajid, are you at least stealing glances out to the balcony?
As much as we can see, we would be keeping an eye out. We're waiting for the signal.
Perfect. So, as he says that, and he talks about the weight and everything, I look over and I say, I cannot imagine how heavy that burden must be. But please, this is a joyous day. This is a beautiful, we are here to celebrate you, my Emir. Shall we go back inside and forget these troubles, if only for a night?
Perhaps you are right. And it would be nice to see Noor's smile again, for he brings me more joy than all of this.
Excellent.
And he turns and starts walking towards the ballroom again.
Okay, so
Okay, that's...
I push Rana gently to one side of him, because we're walking behind him, right? So I push Rana to one side of him, so we're flanking him, but just behind him. As we walk in, right, we're passing by where Wajid is doing their dancing, and in this moment, ever so slightly, I'm just playing with it right now. And as soon as we get to the closest point at which we are crossing Wajid, right? We see you doing a dance or something, you're keeping eyes. I do just one of these. So and I say, all right, cool it, bow, and get ready. And then first I should ask you, because I don't want to steal your agency, do you do it? Do you like stop and do your bow?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what you plan to do. I was entirely counting on the invisibility to try and do the steal without being seen, because it's going to be impossible to do it without that.
I understand that. I'm just saying, when I'm like, cool it and do your bow, do you trust Voss? And do you cool it and do your bow?
I mean, it's never going to happen anyway, so when I get an opportunity to see that I've been sweating enough, I will bow towards Nu, who's probably watching me, turn around and bow towards the Emir, just to keep you in the corner of my eye. But I do bow and look at the Emir.
So as we get between where you are and the stage, you bow, and because we've convinced them that you're part of the act, I presume you would pretend to go backstage where the rest of the performers are. In that moment, when he's in a triangle of the three of us, I go, now. And for the viewers at home, I said, cough, cough, now. That's the signal.
As soon as I hear that, DM Fiat, the way I make noise is I am going to mark a stress to conjure swarm, and rather than conjuring armored beetles, I just conjure 100 like brilliantly flashing colored hummingbirds that just explode out of nowhere and flock around the room. So it's not so much that they would be taking damage for me, it's just so distracting. Colors everywhere, tweeting constantly, it's like you can barely see anything in the sudden swarm of birds going out.
And as soon as that like flies out everywhere, I look over at Wajid and I like nod.
Okay.
And
right before any of you are able to start and react, while the beginning of the hummingbird swarm was rather wondrous for people to see, I'm going to spend a fear and say that the beginning of that swarm is wondrous, but as more and more and more of them come, it breaks absolute chaos in the ballroom to the point where there's people going, oh my God, you know, like there's just birds and hummingbirds everywhere. You see Hassan actually dive under a table because there's birds everywhere. And now you've just got pure chaos in the ballroom. With that chaos, the guards who are standing across, like surrounding the ballroom, start actually moving in because they want to get to Emir Nur and Emir Elnar, who are now just, they don't even I would say they wouldn't even have their location given the swarm of hummingbirds flying in the ballroom.
At this point, I look at Rana and I look at Qani, by the way, and I give you a thumbs up because you did great. And then I look at Wajid. I don't know exactly what Wajid's up to, and CXZman, I want to check in with you in a second here, but I immediately say, quick, Emir, we must get you and your future husband to safety. Come. And I begin trying to lead them out of here, and I look over at Wajid and I say, you, performer, is there a place, a contingency, somewhere that we can hide the emirs from this crazy swarm and this chaos?
Okay, follow with that. I do know because we prepared where Qani was able to have some sort of a little backstage or literally behind the stage.
Yep.
And I will say, yes, follow me, this way. And I will stay as close as possible to Noor and Emir. I understand that the guards want to wage into that. I will let the guard pass. Way too complicated to convince the guard that no, I should be in front of the guards. No. But I will guide them as close as possible to where they are more isolated.
So the guards aren't at, like, they're not there yet. They're making their way to where they last saw the emirs, but they're not there yet. If you're trying to get to the backstage stealthily, you know, within the chaos, using the chaos as cover, as of right now, you don't have to worry about the guards.
Yeah,
they're not next to you just yet.
To spell it out, there is chaos. There are birds flying everywhere. The guards are not around us, and I have just gotten him in a triangle of the three of us where nobody can see what we're doing. And this is like the chance to steal the thing. So I'm like,
the thing is that since the Emir can see it, I'm concerned about the fact that the Emir is going to notice it immediately, and everything we do for covering is going to go to shit so I'm actually calling for someone with 3 hopes who can start a tag move on that.
Are you fucking genius?
I'm a little
That's
short.
going to maybe save something, but I only have 1 hope because I've been spending to try and save the world. But yeah, it doesn't work.
I don't have 3 hope, but I might have something that won't implicate any of us, given everything.
Okay. I can try it. I will have advantage on the stealing the thing right now. I don't want to deal with the consequences of doing it right now. It is way too dangerous to do it right now. Yeah?
So
GM.
as your GM, I'm gonna give you, and this is the beauty of Daggerheart, because collaborative storytelling means I can give my players an option, and they can choose which path they want to take. So one option is whatever Qani's plan is potentially. The other option is Wajid trying to do his roguish thing. The third option is a group finesse roll to see if you're able to get the Emir into that safe space. And if you roll high enough, I will also allow an advantage on the next roll that you do in order to take the key.
Okay.
So those are your options. You all get to decide which one you wanna do.
I like option 2.
Option
Which
2
is-
was
Group finesse to make it as good as possible for the next
That
one.
was option 3, but
Oh, well, option 3.
that's fine.
But the group roll then, please. Can I actually help in this moment? And if it would help with whether I'd be happy to spend a hope, because I have advantage to consort with nobles and leverage my reputation to get what I want. So I would just encourage everybody to sort of group around the Emir and quickly just gather around. And I would say, Emir, please keep low. We don't want to get any bird mess on your beautiful clothing. And I'll sort of try and lower their body position so that it's within reach. And then have Wajid sort of around the back of us, and I'll lead and start heading forward.
As that happens, the Emir is going to look at you and say thank you, but then also you're going to see like concern and worry in his eyes, and then he's going to look at you again and be like, Noor, where is Noor?
I will find Noor.
I
Please
will
don't
actually, as part of the spectacle, and when Noor was very impressive, I will actually go to Noor, because Noor seemed to be very impressed by all the the show. Noor, please come this way, Emir. And I will guide Noor and actually get that excuse to get Noor close to Elnar, so that I can get close to Elnar without Elnar freaking out. And I will actually, since I am guiding them, I will slide in front of everyone, and I will choose a path to get there that is like maybe a very slanted stair, like you probably have to backtrack, and it's going to be complicated. So I'm going to offer a hand to the first Emir in front, Elnar, and that's my excuse to be as close as possible, literally inside his intimate circle, because I have to help him down, and that's where I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Because I'm going to not help him good enough. He's going to trip a little bit, so I have to catch him, which is when I'm going to get the key off his claw. I do have advantage because I am rogue, and I took the one card that everybody says is bullshit, is Pick and Pull, which gives me advantage to steal things.
nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why it's useful. And I also have an experience that could be involved. But I don't necessarily have to put everything on that. What's most important that I roll with. I mean, if you have help, you can add on top.
I would like to help you. You already have the advantage, but I have Tactician. So you can also spend an additional hope, if you haven't already, to add one of my experiences to the roll alongside the advantage die.
Yes.
And I have a +3 experience called Performer, because you're playing along. You're helping out.
Let's go.
It's going to be more astute than this one. So I spend the hope and I get your +3?
Yep.
Let's go. Let's do that. The most relevant one I could have would have been Disarming, which is just a +2. So +3,
a large bug
take it.
just flew into my window so hard it made a knock sound.
Should be on the audio.
Yeah, which, by the way, like the things that have like attacked my windows while I'm playing TTRPGs here, I'm on the second floor of an apartment complex, and I literally had a snake on my windowsill once, just like.
I think the snake was foreshadowing Veils and Vipers.
For sure.
Honestly.
Perhaps.
That's what I think.
Dear GM, shall we
Bring us
roll?
home.
Let's
Come on,
go,
Wajid.
baby.
Let's go ahead and roll. And I'm going to say, given the chaos, given the closeness, given everything that's happening, this is going to be a DC 17.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Easy.
So it's not too hard, but it's not too average either.
I mean, I do have +6 on that one in total, so I have advantage and I have my 2d12.
Go. I
Should
mean, if
be
you
a
want me to
breeze.
raise the difficulty, I
No,
can.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Come on. It's fine. Okay, so my fear dice is a 12, so that's
Okay.
That's going to be a roll with fear because my hope dice
Okay.
is not a 12. But I do roll a total of 23.
Okay.
I have 17 just on the dice.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, no, sorry.
Love that.
Way more than that. 33, because I have 22, 27 plus 6, 33, yes. 33.
You've completed
I'm
it.
good at stealing shit.
Yeah. Your GM is like malfunctioning. No, just kidding. Okay. So with the chaos.
With fear.
Okay. Yeah. You're good. With the chaos that happens, I think this is where the fear is going to come in. You are grasping for it, okay? You're grasping for it. And because of the push and pull of everything, it slips and it falls out of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to get it off of him, but it falls onto the ground. So as you are all moving, it's no longer like you can't even see it anymore.
Okay.
It's not on him, so you got it off, but it's not with you either. It's on the floor now in the ballroom somewhere
Okay.
in the chaos.
Now I'm
I
going
will
to try
just
to
catch
grab it.
Elna and just say, oh,
Okay.
sorry, you're right, you're correct. And I will just tap where his key was, just so we can feel that it's here. But there's nothing, it's my thumb. Just so that
Okay.
it's completely...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead, Nico.
Nico.
Did I see that happen? Like, did I see? Because I knew what Wajid was doing, so I was watching them try to steal it. Did I see where the key fell?
I would say that as soon as Wajid is trying to like calm, like make sure the thing with Emir Ilnar, I'm pretty sure that he would more than likely look back towards you or look at you and be like, like just give you a signal of like, nope, like, so that something, he could essentially like point down like it fell or something. Yeah.
Okay. What I'll do is I'm going to try to pretend to fall, right? And I do one of those, and very dramatically, and I fall to the floor by where they were. So hopefully, if I'm on the floor, I can see the key. Also, grab it. Now, that being said, for whatever role you're going to have me do, I want you to know I have an experience called misdirection that I'd like to apply to it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have you do a roll, but I'm going to let you choose the trait as long as you can justify why you're using that trait. So to make it a bit more fun and allow Slick Voss to show off what they do best. So that is going to be, given the chaos of everything, I'm sorry, but this is going to be like a DC 20 because there's so many feet, there's so much movement, there's so much chaos. You're literally looking like you're on the ground, but you're looking, trying to find essentially a needle in a haystack because this key is not like, it's not this very explicit looking thing.
So, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a key this big,
So what I'll do is, you know what? Okay, here's what I'll do. Because I know that Wajid dropped the key or something, or it didn't work out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a presence roll to try to distract the Emir so that they're able to like look away just long enough for either Rana or Wajid to try to grab the key. So I'll say presence.
So I will say this. If you fell already, they've moved ahead of you. So they're not even... And Wajid sort of made sure to distract the Emir enough so that they're not thinking that they lost the key.
Okay,
so they're
great.
moving... Oop, I just hit my mic. They're moving ahead of you. So you're essentially now behind them looking for the key. So a presence roll will probably not be...
Sure.
I mean, you can still do it if that's what you want to do.
No,
But,
it's okay.
What is the
You know, the presence roll to misdirect them is they've already been misdirected.
Sure.
That's why I don't want you to sort of like, that's it.
Great, cool.
So, like, we're clear of
I-
them. We just need to find the fucking key.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only two that
Easy.
are sort of left in the ballroom are Qani and like Voss, because Rana and Wajid are with the Emirs.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then
the
it makes
backstage area, yes.
walking
Then it makes
away.
sense
Now I do
that-
want. Yeah.
I would probably just do an instinct roll just to find it on the floor.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, great.
I do want to say one last thing is Rana and Wajid, you, just as a reminder, we're trying as much as possible not to have the players go in completely different directions. So just keep that in mind as you figure out what you're going to do next, okay?
Probably
And I'll try to
Rana,
grab
you're
the key
going
and
to
catch
keep an
up.
eye on Slick, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll instinct and see if I can find that thing on the floor. That is going to be 11 with fear on the dice plus 1, so 12 total.
Okay. So as you
With fear.
are, as you are, I'm actually going to spend that fear as soon as I get it. As you are looking for the key on the floor, you're sort of like trying to find it and whatnot. One of the guards catches like sight of you on the floor looking for something and just starts moving in your direction.
Can I?
And is like, hey, you on the floor, what are you doing? And then they're just like moving towards you.
Could I, as I look back and sort of clock, I would tell Wajid, this door here, the first door we come to, just shove them in, you know, there's a door over there on the left. Wajid, get them to safety. Let me help Vass. And I'll just turn around and I'll cast levitation. Just if I can do this, just to like shunt it towards Vass's, like under their robes. And I just want to shunt the key sort of towards them. That will be a spellcast roll.
So you're just doing like a general, like junt in their direction, right? To hopefully push the key
so
towards
I can
Voss.
use it to temporarily lift a target. So I just want to push the key underneath as sort of Slick goes
We don't know
down.
where it is. It got
Right,
lost.
so you would need to.
No,
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I'm genuinely looking
My
for the
bad.
key.
Right.
But I think we can still
I
I think we can still do something together. If I'm looking for it, then I think and you want to come help me and you want to try to find the key.
If I see you go down, but I know Monk wants to.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
I have something cheeky I want to try. Because the birds are still swarming, right?
Yeah.
All right. I would. I told you this could come up. I would like to try to use nature's tongue to ask my swarm, find that fucking key. Because however many hundreds of eyes is better than one.
Freaking love that. I was hoping you were going to do something with the hummingbirds. I was really hoping. I love as a GM that I cheer for my players, by the way. Like, I just, this is amazing. Like, I freaking love that.
Oh, fail. Instinct roll 12 plus 2. Oh, that just clears it. That is a 12 with fear.
Okay.
We have to stop rolling with fear for the love of
success.
everything holy, please.
On success, they'll give you the
Seriously.
information they know. Like, technically, according to the card, on a success, they'll give you the information they know. On a roll with fear, their knowledge might be limited or come at a cost. Do they see the key?
So that you rolled a total of 12?
12. That was what I needed to get the spell off.
Okay. So since you succeeded with the spell, I am going to say this because it makes more sense for these countless eyes that one of them is able to actually find the key. Not only do they get to find the key, but they shoot down and grab it and start trying to lift with the key in their beak.
Okay.
But the key is kind of heavy, so they're like,
But
and
I
that's
know where it
that
is
fear
now.
is gonna start. Yeah, so that's where that fear is gonna sort of like play. It's a minor thing, but it is causing a little bit of a delay. And I would say that as long as that bird is doing this, there is a higher chance of it catching the eye of people around.
Okay, now is when I want to use
just don't let the
freaking
guards see.
misdirection.
Okay.
Sorry, Monk, repeat what you said. I talked over you.
Into the speaking stone. Fuss, I've got the key. Just don't let the guards see.
Okay. We were on the same wavelength. Okay, so that is when I'm going to use my presence roll to point to the emirs who, because the guards had lost sight of where they were, even though they were able to see me looking for something, but they don't know where the emirs are. So as they come over and see me like looking around on the ground, I say, no, I've just fallen, but you must help the emirs. They're over there, and I point them towards Wajid, and I'm now going to spend my hope. Boop. To, let's see, advantage on rolls to, nope, that doesn't do anything there. Great, cool. So I'm going to spend my hope, and I'm going to use my experience, misdirection, so that they're not looking at the hummingbirds doing their thing and picking up the key and stuff. I'm going to, although I could have them distracted by me, but I feel like I'm too close to the key. I don't want them looking in this direction. So, boop. That is on the dice alone, 16 with hope, plus 3 for my experience, so that's 19 with hope, plus 3 for my presence, so that's 22 with hope.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. So the guards immediately the guard that was moving towards you immediately turns and screams to the other guards, "Down the stairs!" And they, like, the guards that were sort of moving in now start shifting and moving in, Wajid and Rana's direction, who are, I would say, midway or like halfway down the stairs as you were like putting the the two emirs inside of whatever. I'll say like inside of a small like broom closet or something.
It's their place. They probably know the way. I'm just guiding them into their own home. So just go the door. Yeah, take the door that you like. Yeah, go the door.
So as that happens, I will say, Slick, you see the hummingbird with the key, and immediately just go, and then you put it in your pocket. So now you have the key.
Finally.
We got the key.
I'm doing my dance.
Over.
I'm doing my little dance. Not in character.
So you have
that's just Nico.
As soon as I see Slick have the key, because I'm imagining this all took place in the span of like a couple of seconds. As soon as I see Slick swipe it, I just start shouting out, "I am so sorry, everybody! This never happens! I don't know what is wrong with them!" As I start like pretending to like corral the birds. And like they're not calming down yet. I want to give my team cover to like start getting out of the room.
When I see that Qani basically has make everybody fled, I stop pretending to just get the thing around and ask Qani, do you have still a little bit of those makeup that you use? It might help. Okay.
She kind of pats her pockets.
It's fine. Give me a minute. I will get behind backstage and I will spend the stress. And I will take a minute to prepare. And when I stand back up, all right, I am Emir Elnar. Let's go to the garden.
Oh, okay.
I activate Uncanny Disguise, and I don the facade of any humanoid I can picture clearly in my mind. Slick, the key, of course, my key.
And I pull out the key and I hand it to Emir Elnar, quote unquote.
You know when you have an ID passes and it's on one of those swizzly things? Mm-hmm. All of my books are on like swizzlers and I just flick around. I'm like, sit till. And I pull out my book and I'm like, yep. Yes, this will work. I can be Emir. No. I can be no. Give me a second. And I'll just, and again, my eyes just sort of vapor pours out of them and all over my body the runes light up and I just shift in a swirl of dark smoke and I am Emir Noor. Using adjust appearance, I can magically shift my appearance and clothing to avoid recognition.
As you're walking out from backstage, the ballroom now is, I would say, semi-cleared. So the guests, you can sort of hear that the guests are being filed out of the ballroom. The vizier or advisor is apologizing. So sorry. Like they're sort of guiding the guests out because, the party has been essentially like cut short. As you approach, you hear the advisor speaking to one of the guards going, "Do you know where where Emir and Nar and Emir Nur are? They have just vanished." And then you see the guard go, and then the advisor turns and goes, "Ah, my liege, Emir, sorry, we lost you. Where were you? What is going on?"
Our fine show people actually managed to get us in security. Now we can get out. So, what was it all about? Who did you actually employ to make this show? I turn around. Did Rana actually turn into Noor? Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
actually
that's
get to Noor just as the vizier is talking to me, just to get Noor under my arm.
I do not. It wasn't my job to do. This wasn't me. You
It's
were
fine.
supposed to. Weren't you the one that's? Well, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to blame. I
It's
will
fine.
figure it out.
I'm just going to go ahead and make my way inconspicuously, like, out and down the stairs. I don't know which way everyone else evacuated, though. I'm going to leave this to you guys. And I say, by the way, you, performer, this is your fault that this crazy chaos and mess happened. Out with you. And I say, you know what? Let me take care of this. And I say, how very dare you? How very dare you stress out the Emirs this way on their special day? And I grab you by the wrist and I say, let's go. But I assume you're cool with my character grabbing your character.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will kind of tap my necklace and be like, get out as soon as you possibly can.
Yeah, so we're gonna make tracks to get the hell out of here, and I'm gonna leave you
Okay.
guys to your devices, you two
Mhm.
Emirs, to try to figure out how to get out of there without being noticed, or how to shake the rest of the guards off.
Okay. So Nico and Slickvoss and Qani, you are both making your way down the stairs to get to the courtyard down below. I will say that I need you both to roll me a group finesse roll for the both of you to see if you are going to be able to sneak your way down there within the filing out of guests without anybody kind of catching suspicion or seeing you two sort of making your way to the courtyard.
Okay. By the way, is the exit towards the stairs in the courtyard a different exit than everyone went out from? Like, what's the...
No, because essentially to leave, you have the people have to go through, like, out of the ballroom, through the walkway, towards another hall, down the main stairs.
Okay,
Like,
so we're all
that's
heading down the same staircase.
Yeah.
Okay, and at this point, there's just a very large crowd who's made their way out. Now, what we're rolling to do is, among this crowd of people who have left the ballroom, kind of sneakily make our way towards the vault. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. How's your finesse?
My finesse is... It doesn't matter. I've rolled so badly.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Okay. I was trying to see who was leading the group roll, but I guess that doesn't really matter.
Oh,
It's a +0.
yeah. Somebody else. Yeah. That was on me. Sorry. I thought it was the two of us doing the group roll.
Yeah, you and Qani.
Yeah,
That's
but in
it.
a group roll, someone has to lead, someone just makes a reaction roll.
Oh, Qani, you be the leader.
There you go. So your shitty roll is a reaction roll that's going to give you Rani
Plus or minus
-1, I
one.
believe. I mean, it depends on
let's
what Alan's sets of difficulty, but I think it's shitty enough.
So, Nico,
at
what
your
did you
face.
roll?
Worthwhile?
Hold on. What did you roll, Qani?
I'm trying to see if Yuka, my animal companion, can help here, because if he succeeds on something, then I can roll with advantage. Let's see.
Because I rolled.
I'm gonna try it.
10.
I want to use my animal
10. So
companion.
Nico rolled 10. Is it
Okay.
enough to give a +1 to Qani or no?
Actually, it is.
Oh, then
wow.
look at you. 10 is not that bad.
Needs
Okay, 10's not
it,
that
beats
bad.
it.
But
Because
I
there's a
wouldn't know that.
crowd. So,
Okay, so I go, Yuka, lead the way. And Yuka is going to start, like, prowling and, like, being a cat, instinctively knowing where to go to like avoid the most attention. And I'm going to send them out first, and hopefully that will give me advantage, which I believe I need to make a spellcast roll for Yuka. Okay.
This feels like when you're at like a concert or a sporting event and there's like a big crowd and you're just trying to sneak your way through to get to the bathroom, and so you have to go through like the whole, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So a 19 with fear. Sorry.
Okay.
But then I get to make the finesse roll with advantage.
And you have +1 from Nico's.
And you have a +1 from Nico, so.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yes. I rolled a 6 on the advantage die, so that's +7 already.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean...
Plus your finesse, of course.
There's no +1 for this, it's a +0. So that is going to be 14 plus 5 is 19 with hope.
Yep, so that is fab. You are able to make it down to the courtyard super duper slickly. Now I'm gonna cut back to Wajid and Emir Elnar and Emir Noor, who are essentially standing with that one guard who looks at you both and says, say what you want me to do, my liege. I will stand by your side.
I want to whisper in Elnar's ear, and I would say, just get rid of him. I actually don't know if I can talk in this visage, and I'll just whisper that into your ear.
Thank you so much for your help. My dear Noor here is completely shocked by this event. Accompany us, please. I will have to first check a very important thing, because I am under the impression that something is wrong here, and I'm very glad that you're following us. Come with us, and I will go the other way around. We don't need to go with the rest of the invitees. I'm at home. I go through Elnar's apartment, and I go the other way around to go directly. I'll go through the apartment, and I'll go try to get to the stairs somewhere else in the building. I'm sure that there's another way to get there. And I will not go through the guests. Yeah.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Does Uncanny Disguise give you any knowledge from the person you're disguising yourself as? Okay.
We did see from where the Emir appear into the reception, so I go there.
Yeah, we were also given a layout of the place. So like we know where
we have a
things
map.
are.
So as you are walking in that direction, given that the chaos, I'm just going to say, given that the chaos is the chaos, and given the situation, and given the stress that you are both under, you slightly forget that room is also near the stairs where you were before.
Oh.
Where all the guards essentially were. So
that's in that direction?
Because it's in the ballroom. So
fuck. I wanted to go the other direction, dear GM.
So as that happens, with you all walking in that direction, you see two guards on the stairs look at you, then look back down the stairs, then look back at you.
And I understand what's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, I will turn around to the guard. Please inquire with the rest of the guard what is happening. I will effectively go to my apartment. I think Noor doesn't feel well. So I will reaccompany first Noor to the apartment. Please stay there and recon with the rest of the guard. Thank you for your service. And I will walk fast towards the apartment that the guard told me where they are, because now I know that we have seconds before it's a big problem.
While that was happening, and the moment you start walking very fast, I spend a fear.
The
guards start moving fast towards you. Imposters! And then they just...
That's a cue.
They just, like, rush.
Okay. I will rush Rana with me. move, in the comlink, like I will sound as panicky as I can so that everyone understands that, oh, that's no.
So as soon as I hear imposter, I will quickly just say to Wajid, just fucking run. And as soon as you get round a corner and we lose them, drop the disguise and act normal.
I will do just that. Find an alcove or whatever. Just drop the thing. Wait for the guard to pass, or if they found us, we just out of their way.
So the guards actually like walk past you. They look around. They must have gone in that direction. No, that, and then they just like spread out and start looking. And I will say, much like I did with Qani and Slick, I'm going to have Wajid and Rana do a finesse group roll so that I can ensure that you are able to make it down to the courtyard without any complications.
Follow my
What
lead.
could possibly go wrong?
This team has the rogue on it.
Okay. finesse.
Hopefully, that's not going to be the problem.
Mine's good. Ish. 16 with hope.
Well,
Yep, that's a pass.
okay.
Oh, sorry. Who was the leader? You, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
Go
16, I
Wajid.
believe, is a +1.
Yep, it is.
Okay. Well, fortunately, I'm good with that. That's 9 plus 3 plus 1, which is a total of 13 with the
13 with fear. Okay.
It's gonna be fine.
No, yeah. That totally passes. Again, it was an easy sneak out because, again, nobody's really around at this point anymore. It's most of the crowd has like filed out. And I will say, you and Rana make your way to the courtyard, where as soon as you get there, you don't necessarily see Slick and Qani, because I presume that they were probably staying out of the way so that they're not.
We're like
So
down
that
in the
they're
Riyadh
not-
hiding in a plant.
Yeah, so that they're not necessarily in, in line of sight.
Correct.
Okay. We're in the garden.
Where the fuck are you guys?
They are also in the garden.
And I
can't
say
see
to
my
my
legs.
necklace, make a beeline to the vault. We're already here? Question mark to the GM.
You're in the courtyard. The courtyard has a doorway, like diagonally. You will see a doorway. I would say if you're in the center of the courtyard, the door is going to be to your right, diagonally to your right.
Right. Well, so
I
we
believe
had.
that's how the map lays it out. Yeah.
I believe we had done. I might be making this up in my mind's eye, but I believe we had done a group finesse roll to navigate through that crowd to get to the vault.
To get to the courtyard where the
Yeah.
rendezvous point was.
We've made our way down. We're out of
Gotcha.
people's sight,
This
so
is just
now
to
we can
get-
make
yeah,
our way to the
yeah.
vault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to regroup. So that way you're in the same location.
Excellent. Cool. So I say, head towards the vault. We'll rendezvous at the edge of the crowd. And I head that way with Qani. Question mark, Qani?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I might be keeping like a 15-foot distance, so like I'm following you, but we're not like walking together.
Me gusta. So
yeah.
I
So within moments, you all regroup. You find each other at the doorway that's going to lead you to the vault. I will say that at this time you are all being very cautious because there's really not much left, and like there's really not much of a crowd left. So whatever cover you had from the crowd and chaos has slowly started to die down, and you're still in the distance throughout the castle. You're still hearing kind of guards moving around and whatnot. And I am going to spend 1 fear.
Of course you are.
And as you hear guards and whatnot, you also hear a very familiar voice going, I don't know what is happening, but I lost it. It is no longer around my neck. I need to find it now. This is serious. You know what is down there. You know it cannot be messed with. You know it cannot be taken. And then you hear that, like, above you on the walkway, you hear Emir Eldar essentially just livid.
We need to go
Is anybody
now.
a Wanderborn?
I am.
Can I make a suggestion? I have an idea, but it's not my character, so this might be a garbage suggestion.
Is this pull out a fake key? I think I asked about that when we were prepping, and GM said it's like you wouldn't know what it looked like exactly, so I wouldn't be able to justify like having it in
technically
advance.
speaking, those circumstances have very much changed.
Yeah.
So I
could
mean,
you say
I shouldn't be cheering you on, but I'm just saying the circumstances have changed. You do have the key in your possession at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think,
So-
how could I justify like pulling out a perfect replica when that's not really my magic? I guess I could.
Nah, you right. You right. I think you right. I think I respect
again,
conviction.
We get to a little quieter situation. I look at the rest of the group. A vibe check. How is the group? Are you stressed? Are you happy? How is it?
Just a little bit stressed from everything, but more of a
shaky.
like amped.
Okay, and
I think
Slick.
Yeah, Slick is kind of collecting themselves and says, "That's our cue. We got to get there as quickly as possible. We either give up on this or we get there before they do."
I look at Rana.
I mean, Rana really often doesn't look stressed or angry, but she's okay. She's trying to steel herself, and she'll say, she'll scratch her ear and say, "I can make a little distraction if we want to quickly nip through the door here."
We can
Quick,
keep.
yeah, but we should save it for the vault guards because there will be guards.
Yeah.
So we should
I have
go
the key,
before
and
we
I
run out
can
of time.
I have the key. I can become invisible. I can open the door in between the guards. It should be fine if that key opened that door. But the guards have to be dealt with, distracted, because a door is going to open because of invisible means, and they are going to ask questions. I can only be so discreet.
Oh,
However,
shit.
if the Emir understands what's happening, missing the key, they're going to send people to the vault. So that's the other problem. That's why I'm actually interested that you, Rana, if you can make it somewhere, if someone, not just Rana, can make it so they think the key is somewhere else, even for 5 minutes, that's huge. That's very huge.
One, can we say we're walking and talking? We're sneaking our way to the vault as we're discussing.
So I would say you've opened. I would say at this point you've opened the door that's leads you to the staircase where you're essentially down the spiral staircase. You're whispering, walking, talking to get yourselves to the vault. Yeah, 100%, absolutely.
I will like put a hand on my pack and then I'll turn to Rana and say, "Can you leave an illusion lingering on an object?"
An illusion? Easy. Yes.
I'll reach in my bag and I'll pull out a key that is definitely not the key that we stole, but just like a key for one of my animal cages or something. And I'm like, "Can you make this look like the real thing? At least for a while."
I would have to be looking at it. That's the only downside. But the minute I take my eyes off it, the illusion fades.
But I guess if we need to, we could just throw it out.
I should have shifted into a guard, not the Emir. But then why would I be escorting you around the palace?
It's fine, Rana. We've done the best we could in the circumstances.
I could do it again, is what I'm saying. Infinitely, even.
Yeah, and I will do it as well if I need to. Right now, I'm more focused on getting all us inside of the vault. This is quite critical. I don't know how we're going to get out. All of that was to try and make sure the Emir doesn't notice the keys missing, and that is out of the windows. So we unfortunately don't have a way out. A safe way.
Oh, let me worry about that. Because I have a little spell called Mysterious Mist. So we'll just ninja dust. Oh, wait, my character wouldn't know what a ninja is. They're not in that part of fantasy world.
It's all right.
That's canon.
It's all right. We'll just 13 vipers our way out of here.
Yeah. We'll just viper dust and
Nice.
just get as long as we're out of here in one piece, we're good.
You reach the bottom of the stairs, which lead you to a very long hallway.
Okay.
At the end of the hallway, you notice 2 sets of guards, but they look vastly different than the guards that were up at the ballroom. They are bigger, more armed, great swords at their sides. They do not look like they're going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy if you were to face off against them. And in the distance behind you, you hear like more movement. So that's your setup right now.
Alan, how the fuck are we gonna do this? How the fuck?
I don't know why you're asking me. I'm just a GM.
Why didn't you make it easier? Okay,
Because
I've got
easy's not
books.
fun.
Give me a sec.
Okay.
There's a few ways we can still do that.
They can't.
But
Can they
it
see
is-
us though? Like, are we? No,
Not at
we're
the
being
moment.
sneaky. Okay, great. Cool.
Yeah, not at the moment. Like, imagine yourself sort of like looking out looking out from behind the staircase area into that hallway and sort of like
Okay.
seeing the
So
guards.
I'm gonna look over to the party.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look over to the party to deliberate really quick. I say, we either fight them, or I can create a distraction to try to let you guys slip by. What do you think we should do?
We need a plan that allows every one of us to get in. We cannot get separated at this point. It will be way too dangerous. If anybody gets caught, everybody fails. We cannot separate. So any plan you have, get us all inside. I can open the door invisibly, but that only gets me there alone and none of you. But the door will be open.
I can create a hypnotic shimmer. It'll stun them. And if it stuns them...
On four of them, and I believe you said two sets, so it's
2
four?
of them. No. It's just 2.
Two sets, okay. Just two cats,
Yeah.
okay.
2.
Oh,
Yep.
both of them?
Yep.
You can hypnotic shimmer both of them?
Out of character. Yeah, so it's all targets that are within very close range.
Perfect.
Not even very close,
Gotta
close
get
range.
Oh, yeah.
There was other sounds beyond this, though. We're gonna run past these 2 guards and be like, fuck. I think.
Rana,
Yeah.
you said you could do an illusion. How big? Could it be the size of the door?
No. It's a little smaller.
You could create the illusion. Actually, does your idea, Slick, can make them believe that the door is still closed despite it being open?
I could create
No.
an illusion of
Unfortunately
somebody
not.
else.
Really quick, though, I want to check in as far as resources. Does anybody else have stress?
Mm-mm.
You have 3
have
stress? 1 stress?
No, two. Actually, 2 stress.
2? How much stress do you have total? Do you have a total of 6 slots?
6. Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to hold off on that then till everybody might need it. And
I could use hope. I was waiting for the moment we can do a rest, and we cannot. So
As your GM, I am going to say that at this point, you're starting to run out of time, essentially. Like, narratively, you're starting to run out of time.
Slick, your plan was the least problematic. Use your mysterious mist at least. Do whatever you want as well. We cannot afford them to understand we got in. I will turn invisible on the moment. I'm in touch, and I will go towards the the door to start to see how to do, but I will trust my friends that they have it in their hand.
I see Wajid turn invisible. I look at the two of y'all and I say, get ready, because it's showtime. And I walk with my cane. I do that thing like the boogeyman from the Powerpuff Girls where it's like the cane moves first and then I move in, and then the cane moves first and then I move in. And when the guards see me, I say, I have arrived. And then boom, shimmers. And I want to spend a hope as well to add my experience, which is misdirection, because I'm quite literally doing this to misdirect them and get them to focus on me instead of my party members. Okay, 8 and 7 is 15, plus 3 is 18, plus the 3 for my misdirection is 21, and that's with fear.
Okay.
But it succeeds.
But it succeeds.
So it succeeds, definitely. The guards are just like stunned. Do you want to describe like what exactly happens to them, Nico?
I just look like a huge disco ball. And they're just like, it's too groovy. And they're just like, they're lost in the funk. And also presumably like their eyes are a little stunned or whatever.
Perfect.
Or their eyes are blinded. Yeah.
So perfect. So that happens. Wajid, I will say that you are now at the door. Take the key out.
I have the key. I assume there's a keyhole to put the key in.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
I will turn it, and I will open the goddamn door.
It opens.
The mysterious mist.
Yep.
And I
will ask
also,
for
while
the
they're
mist.
blinded too, I look back at Qani and Rana and I say, go. And so
The door opens, yeah.
Scramble. You go running behind me.
Once we have all moved past them, and we're right as I'm about to go through the door, I try to cast Mysterious Mist.
Okay.
Frick on a stick!
The dice rolleth.
The dice rolleth
not in
like
my
ass.
favor.
Again. But
I
sometimes
rolled-
you do roll really well, Slick, so let's keep trying.
I rolled a 9 plus 3, which is 12. And I needed a 13.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait.
I don't think I can help with spell.
Guys,
Still
can we
hypnotized.
spend a heist flashback?
Sure.
Love to.
You want to
right.
rally dice?
And it's right before when we're planning to do this, and I haven't casted Hypnotic Shimmer, and it flashes back to like not even 30 seconds ago, and I'm like, we've got this, you guys. We're going to get into the Vipers. It's going to be amazing. And they're going to recognize us. And then I'm going to get that publishing. I mean, never mind. Sorry. I look over at Rana and get like really nervous because Rana doesn't know that I'm the one who writes most of the smut that they read. And I say, anyway, we've got this. You're the best rogue that's ever rogued. Sneak. Because I guess our game in our fantasy world mechanical classes don't exist. So I'm like, you're the sneakiest person I know. You're the best sneak. I say you're the biggest bookworm, but a fancy bookworm, and you don't smell like animals. And then I say,
I mean, whatever.
And I'm going to say that gives us our rally die, which
dice.
is a d6.
Yeah.
baby.
The rally
So
die.
I'm gonna roll my rally die for funsies. I rolled a 6, so it's
Let's
12 plus 6,
go.
14. So
There
14
we
with
go.
fear.
There we go. Awesome.
I mean 12 plus 6 is 16.
Did I take
12
my
plus
fear?
6 is 18. Oh my god.
Correct. I was
Yeah,
still
you're
leave
good.
that one.
You're good. You're good. Okay.
Maths, kids.
So, Mysterious Mist rises. They are blinded. Stood in place. The door opens. You walk in. Wajid, do you close the door? After you?
When I see everybody get on the other side and
Yeah.
and down, I will close back the door. I will inspect the door quickly before I close it, because I can inspect for traps or problem. Is there going to be any problem when I close that door? Good. I close the door. Is it a kind of lock that if I leave the key midway, they won't be able to do shit to the lock?
Yes.
I don't know if there's a spare key, so I just don't want any visits right now.
there would not be a spare key. If there was a spare key, I don't think the Emir would be in as much of a panic as they were.
Then I will just keep the key with me.
Perfect.
Remove it from the door.
So I
turn around and I look at what the fuck is that door vault?
So as you turn, to your surprise, the vault is empty. It is a wide space that has a dark blue hue. You can hear faint drops of water in the distance. Straight ahead, you see a white light shining down onto a small circular stone platform. As you all start walking towards that platform, you notice something extremely unexpected, and something that gives you pause. And I will say that pause, I will spend a fear, and I will have you all mark stress.
Yeah.
Because
I'll take that. I'll take that over narrative consequence.
Because the thing that gives you pause is this. In the place of what was meant to be the Eye of Azir, that was my stomach grumbling. I'm sorry.
Perfect timing.
What a horrible break in the moment.
Your stomach's
Okay.
like, what?
So, in the place of what was meant to be the Eye of Azir, the artifact that you were all meant to take is a young human boy lying on the platform. The boy has buzzed haircut.
Sick.
And as they open their eyes, you see that they are golden in color, much like what was described to you. Light sand-colored skin. They wear a linen white robe and a bronze belt around the center. As the boy slowly stands, he sees you getting closer. His eyes widen, and he says, Who are you? Alrighty, the Dice Rolleth fans, we are done with episode 2 of A Dance of Veils and Vipers. What started off as a heist that really was heading in the wrong direction still sort of went in the wrong direction, but I think our hatchlings are getting closer and closer to completing their mission, although the plot twists, they be thickening. So I just wanted to, as we bring this episode to a close, I just wanted to say massive thank you to Chipeku for their beautiful, beautiful scenes that we are using as backdrops. I want to say thank you to Monument Studios, Fantasy Plus, Matt from Heart of Daggers for the music, the sound effects, the opening themes, Red for all things graphics, Monk for all things character art, and our TDR community for all of the great things and support that they do. I want to thank Red, Monk, Nico, CXZman for being the best players a GM could ask for. I want to remind everyone that we are officially on YouTube, TikTok, and Blue Sky at the Dice Rolleth. Follow us, join the conversation. Eventually, we're going to have a Patreon. Eventually, you can come and watch us VIP on Discord. So you don't want to miss any of that. I want to throw the mic over to any of you guys if there's anything else that we would like to share, if I missed anything.
I think just follow us on our socials if you guys want to see what else we're up to. I do a bunch of TTRPG content creation and obviously a bunch of other stuff, so you can just check all that out at my Linktree. And I believe Monk has started to post some of their art online. I could be wrong or fabricating that reality. And then Alan
more like
also
manifesting that reality. Oh, also working on a secret Dice Rolleth project with Red, which should be starting to get teased at some point soon.
You sluts.
Very excited, you little sluts.
I want to know.
CXZman, you're also working on a bunch of Daggerheart content as well, correct?
Yeah, I am pushing the 4 new classes soon enough. I don't know when. That are going to accompany my already existing 4 domains. And hopefully going to make them much easier to play. I'm very excited. All the feedbacks I had on the thing were pretty excited.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to find their audience. So I'm very excited about those. They do take a little bit of time to make, but soon-ish. Stay tuned.
Soon-ish. You heard it here first, TDR family. So I want to say thank you for everyone for watching. As always, it's been a joy doing this. We still got one more episode, but who knows? There might be more adventures down the road. Yeah, this has been the Dice Rolleth. We'll see you here next time.
Bye.
Okay.
Alan, get your red lips away from me. I'm sick of this.
Like, turn around, the vault's empty. It's like, fuck, a twist.